Good evening. The last two videos I was talking about the eclipse and stuff, but how eclipses happen naturally in nature, and science is studying an eclipse and stuff. Started looking at science, and as looking through the Bible code and doing research in the Bible code, I ran across a code that is in Genesis 3, and that 6 simply says this, that science is dead. Science is dead. You ever heard, God is dead? They got it wrong. It's not. God is not dead. Science is dead. The reason science is dead because science doesn't want to be real. Scientists don't want to work on the real world, understand the real world. For instance, example, there is supposed to be this much matter in the universe. It was 70% supposed to be dark matter, 25%, 70% is dark energy, and 25% dark matter, and 5% or 6% or some, it gets different in people, is no more matter. They want to believe, scientists want to believe this amount of mass and this amount of material is on this point had a big bang explosion, a bang bang, big explosion, and it started moving the universe out, expanding the universe. It kept going and going. And today, this universe is still expanding. The problem with this is all this matter and energy came from one location. So where did it come from? Did it always pre-exist? If it did, how did that pre-existent matter come to it? And so it's a big argument, circular argument. Where does all this energy and mass come from? If you listen to scientists, they believe the tooth fairy brought it, because they just magically appeared. The universe can create itself because it needed to create itself because they just got together in a big bang and boom, the universe is born. It's like believing in tooth fairy. It just doesn't make any bit of sense. So they want to believe this happened by accident. Happens naturally in nature, happens, it happened millions and billions of years ago. There's a big problem with that. The big problem is what caused the so-called Big Bang? Where did the matter come from? So we're left with the big question, where did everything come from? Science does not have the answer for that. No one does. Simply because science doesn't want to know. Because scientists knew the truth about the universe, it would totally change everything we know today. Example, we know for a scientific fact, there's a scientific fact that dinosaurs did not live millions and millions of years ago. In fact, scientists, paleontologists, have found soft bone tissue in fossils. That means the dinosaurs and the fossils cannot be any older than 100,000 years. So there's no way, scientifically, dinosaurs could live anywhere past 100,000 years ago. It's impossible. But you go to the dinosaur parks, Jurassic Quest, all these dinosaur places, they tell you dinosaur lived on the Jurassic period in so many millions of years, this is so many million years. It's all fantasy. It's not real. And scientists know that. See, science knows things are not real. But they push and peddle them because, one, they have an agenda they pursue. And that agenda is they want to be God. Man wants to be God. So it's interesting, we got this code in Genesis 3. It's interesting because it's in the same place in the Bible that Adam and Eve disobeyed God and sought knowledge from the tree. So they listened to the serpent. Eve has listened to the serpent and ate of the forbidden fruit. The same thing we do today in science. We listen to the serpent. We listen to the voices in their heads. We listen to things. We don't listen to actual truth. Because actual truth is different than what they want to believe. See, man must become God. All the religions in the world, from the Babylonians and all before, is all about mankind replacing God and making God in his own image. So if you go to this code in Genesis, it says no real knowledge of the universe. Science is dead. Science is dead because mankind is trying to seek knowledge in all the wrong places. Adam and Eve sought knowledge from the serpent. In many cultures in the past, the serpent was a bringer, because of the Adam and Eve story, or a bringer of knowledge to them. So serpents have always been associated with bringing knowledge from many religions. But serpents can't give knowledge. Only God can. The Bible is like a science textbook in many ways. There are things, we're finding things in the Bible that's true that mankind just now is beginning to understand. So the Bible was written thousands of years ago, over a period of thousands of years, a couple thousand years ago, but they're still finding things in the Bible that show that mankind did not write it. God did. And the Bible code is one of those things. Because if you look at statistically, this code is found, it's really interesting. This code is found in a skip between 1 and 20. Only. It's a very tight, mathematically impossible code. That's in the Bible. In Genesis 3. It says no real knowledge of the universe. Scientists have no real knowledge of the universe. Why? Because they're not looking for knowledge. They're looking to replace God. They're not looking to understand God, not looking to understand the universe, not looking to understand what's really going on in the real world. They're pretending, living in their own fantasy world that they've enjoyed. They've created. They created this world of evolution. We know evolution never took place. There's no proof of evolution anywhere in the universe. It's all fantasy. It's all make-up. So evolutionists get mad at creationists because they make things up, they think. But they're just guilty. They're both guilty of many things. So, trying to understand the real world, we have to understand God is real. Like it or not, that is the reality. God is real. Jesus is real. The Holy Spirit is real. Everything the Bible talks about is real. Look at yourself in the mirror. What do you see? You see a living entity. That entity could not happen by accident. God created you and designed you with a purpose and a reason. Science wants to tell you that you're a product of chance, of molecules and organic ooze coming out, primordial ooze, coming on amoebas, walking, becoming dinosaurs and stuff. Eventually came human over a period of time, apes and stuff like that. A person, any kind of logic would see that's nonsense. Because there's no evidence of that. So we have to understand that we are created beings with a created purpose. Science cannot explain that. Science can't explain a lot of things about the universe simply because they do not want to, because it's not in their theory. There's a lot of evidence out there that destroys evolution, but no one ever hears about it because they don't want people to know it. Scientists know evolution does take place, but they hide the evidence to keep the money coming in, to keep the power coming in, and to create their own fantasy world. It's like Pinocchio. Pinocchio lied and get a longer and longer nose, right? They created, so evolutionists did the same thing. They created a lie upon a lie upon lie, and the nose gets longer and longer and longer and longer. See, if you lie a lot and create a fantasy world, you start believing in those lies. And your lies compound another lie, another lie, and another lie. It's a compound issue. So pretty soon, you don't know what's real and not real because you lied so much. And that's the world of science. That's why the Bible code says science is dead. So what do you put faith in? Mankind and so-called science, which is very fallible, or in the real world and reality of God. God is real. You are real. You're proof God is real. Denying that God exists is not a logical choice. It's an illogical choice. So this week, have a great week and have faith in God, because no matter what happens, God is still in control. God bless you. Have a great week.